Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 17th of Feb. Let's start. First question is, second edition of India Energy Week was held where? So we are talking about second edition of India Energy Week. This was held from 6th to 9th of Feb. Right? Question asked here is, where was this held? This was held in Goa. Right? Take a note of this. This was held in Goa. Correct? And that too in South Goa. This was held. Correct? And during this India Energy Week, remember, International Energy Agency released a report that was titled Indian Oil Market Outlook for 2030. First thing. Second thing here, remember, Niti Aayog and the Embassy of the Netherlands released a report about LNG transportation fuel in medium and heavy commercial. And third, remember, India and Qatar, they recently signed their biggest ever deal worth $78 billion, and it is to supply, and or basically we can say this deal was basically for starting from 2029 till 2048. Right? Take a note of. So these are the few things that were observed during the second edition of India Energy Week that was held in Goa. Correct? Here you can see second edition of India Energy Week held from 6th to 9th of Feb at the Institute of Petroleum Safety, Health and Environment Management, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Training Institute, that is in South Goa. Correct? Moving on. Next is 100 Cube initiative was launched where? What is this 100 Cube initiative? Right, 100 Cube is a startup initiative of IIT Bhubaneswar, right, and it was launched at IIT Bhubaneswar. 100 Cube, correct. The initiative aims to create 100 startups, right, with each a valuation of 100 crore rupees by the 100th anniversary of Odisha. Right? So I repeat, this 100 Cube initiative is basically, this was a startup initiative launched at IIT Bhubaneswar. The aim here is to start or to create 100 startups, and these 100 startups will have a valuation of 100 crore rupees by the Odisha. Correct. So this is your 100 cube initiative. As here we are talking about 10 or 300 things. 100 startup, 100 crore, and by the 100th anniversary, so 100 cube initiative. Right? And it was of IIT Bhubaneswar. Next thing, remember this, or we can say Dharmendra Pradhan. Question can be asked that who launched this 100 cube initiative, that was a 2-day 100 cube startup conclave held at the Research and Entrepreneurship Park at IIT Bhubaneswar. This was launched by Dharmendra Pradhan ji. Apart from this, one more thing, remember IREDA, that is Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. They and IIT Bhubaneswar, they have partnered for renewable energy sector. This is also important. Question can be asked that IREDA partnered with which IIT in order for renewable energy sector, in order for the growth in the renewable energy sector. It is IIT Bhubaneswar. Correct. And this MOU was also signed during the 100 cube startup conclave. Next is MOFAHD. What is this MOFAHD? It is your Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. They have exempted the income tax for which sector? So for dairy cooperative sectors recently. Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, they have exemption. They have provided exemptions for the dairy cooperative societies under the Income Tax Act of 1961. This is to basically provide relief to the cooperative societies. Here you can see the deduction for the milk supply. The primary government initiatives for these cooperative societies is deduction for the milk supply. Here you can see primary cooperative societies supplying milk to the Federal Cooperative Society can claim deductions under the Section 80P of the Income Tax Act of 1961. Then there can be a surcharge deduction. Then alternate minimum tax adjustment can be there. Correct. And there is a higher TDS limit for these cooperative societies. Right. Then remember there was a KCC card, that is your Kisan credit card. This is for animal husbandry and fisheries. Basically this was introduced in 2018-2019, and the aim here is to provide capital working for these societies or these small businesses up to 2 lakh rupees. Right. As you have your credit cards, they have their own limits, right? Similarly, this credit card has a limit of 2 lakh rupees. Moving on, which state introduced Patna Declaration? Take a note of this. Patna Declaration to strengthen the bird conservation initiatives in South Asian region. Patna Declaration. Right, as the name suggests, Patna. Where is Patna? Patna is in Bihar. Right, so Patna Declaration was launched by Bihar government, and it is to strengthen bird conservation initiatives and address the challenges that are posed by illegal hunting in the South Asian region. Right, here Patna Declaration aims to increase the collaboration between various countries along with various organizations in bird conservation activities, and also to curb the illegal hunting of these wild birds. Right, so this Patna Declaration in order to conserve birds in the South Asian region was launched by Bihar government. Next is which ministry issued guidelines for the implementation of the pilot projects to use green hydrogen in the transport sector? This is MNRE, that is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, issued guidelines for the implementation of the pilot projects. Pilot projects means these projects will be launched on trial basis, and data will be recorded, right, whether the green hydrogen is a suitable source of energy in the transport sector or not. And we have seen what is green hydrogen. On burning, it releases water vapors, and no carbon dioxide or no element of carbon is released on its burning. Correct. So take a note of this. Green hydrogen. Next, if we talk about MNRE, who is your union minister here? Raj Kumar Singh. Next. And remember, here you can see Ministry of New and Renewable Energy issued scheme guidelines for implementation of pilot projects for use of green hydrogen in transport sector under National Green Hydrogen Mission, and the scheme was approved by Union Minister Raj Kumar Singh. Correct. And the President of India, Draupadi Murmu ma'am, also sanctioned the implementation of this scheme. Moving on, where was the state of the world's migratory species report released at CMS COP 14? So where was this released? This was released in Uzbekistan. right? So we can say that the first ever State of World Migratory Species report was launched at the 14th meeting of the Conference of Parties to the Convention of the COMS, that is to the Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species. Correct? And this is also known as Bonn Convention. Bonn Convention. Correct? And this Bonn Convention was held where? In Uzbekistan from 12th to 17th of Feb. Now this question can be asked in multiple ways. First of all, tell me, where was Bonn Convention held? It was held in Uzbekistan. Where was the 14th CMS COP14 held? CMS is your Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals or Conservation of Migratory Species, and COP is your Conference of Parties. So 14th Conference of Parties on your Conservation of Migratory Species was held where? In Uzbekistan, right? And this is also known as Bonn Convention. Correct? Take a note. Then this COP14 CMS was held under a slogan that is nature knows no border. Take, right? Then coming next remember, and one more thing, remember, this was the first ever State of the World Migratory Species report that was released during the COP14 CMS, right? Next thing, remember, if we talk about UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, tell me, where is the headquarter of UNEP? Nairobi, Kenya. Where is the headquarter of UNEP? Nairobi, Kenya. Who is the executive director here of UNEP? Inger Anderson. And when was it established? In 1972 this was established. Moving on. Next, banking and finance. IRDAI, they have issued draft regulations for a Bima Sugam insurance e-marketplace. If you remember recently, IRDAI, they also released the guidelines where the insurance companies, they need to include the Ayush related claims into medical claims, right? That whenever a person needs to go, or whenever a person needs to claim the Ayush insurance, like whenever they go for a simple treatment, they go to the Ayush medication, right? So those bills can be used to claim the insurance, right? And this will be applicable from 1st of April. First thing. Next thing, coming back, that IRDAI has issued her guidelines or drafted regulations for Bima Sugam insurance e-marketplace. Here you can see IRDAI, they has issued exposure draft regulations, that is for Bima Sugam insurance electronic marketplace regulations 2024 for a digital infrastructure called Bima Sugam. If we talk about this Bima Sugam, this is a one-stop insurance e-marketplace for all stakeholders of insurance to promote transparency, efficiency, collaboration across the entire insurance value chain, right? Then next thing, remember, IRDAI, they also propose a 30th day free look period for policies from date of receipt. Here IRDAI also proposed to extend the free look period of insurance policies from 15 days to 30 days to ensure the protection of policyholders' interest. If we talk about IRDAI, remember, who is the chairperson of IRDAI? Debashish Panda. Where is the headquarter of IRDAI? Hyderabad, Telangana. Next is Federal Bank have launched Stellar Saving Account and MasterCard enabled Stellar Debit Card. Now direct question can be asked that Stellar Saving Account and your Stellar Debit Card was launched by which bank? It was launched by Federal Bank and it will be powered by MasterCard. Right? It will be powered by MasterCard. Next, also remember, if we talk about this debit card, the ATM cash withdrawal limit here will be 50,000 rupees per day and shopping limit will be 3 lakh rupees per day. If we talk about Federal Bank, who is the Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director here? Shyam Srinivasan. Where is the headquarter? It is in Aluva, Kochi, Kerala, and it was established in 1931. Moving on, RBI and Nepal Rastra Bank, they have signed a TOR. What is TOR? Terms of reference to integrate UPI and NPI for cross-border payment. What is UPI? Unified Payment Interface. What is NPI? National Payments Interface of Nepal. So coming back, remember RPI and Nepal Rastra Bank, they signed a term of reference where UPI and NPI will be integrated for cross-border remittances, right? And the integration aims to streamline the cross-border remittances between the two countries by allowing the users of both systems to conduct instant, cost-effective fund transfers, right? Next, next is Bob Card and NPCI. They have launched India's second corporate credit card on the RuPay network. I repeat, Bob Card Limited, formerly known as Bob Financial Solutions Limited. This is Mumbai, Maharashtra based Bob Card, and NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. They have launched second corporate credit card on the RuPay network. I repeat, they have launched India's second UPI enabled corporate credit card on the RuPay network. Question can be asked, who launched or which organization has launched second UPI enabled corporate credit card on RuPay network? It was launched by Bobcard along with NPCI. Right, and here you can see then the card comes with various complimentary benefits such as airport launch, reward points, fuel surcharge waiver, and so on. Next thing, remember, IndusInd Bank Limited was the first corporate credit card, that is the e-Savarna card, that was launched on RuPay network. And now the second card is your launched by Bob Card. First was launched by IndusInd Bank, second launched by Bob Card. Next, awards and recognition. Isha Ambani received the special award at LMOTY 2024. What is this LMOTY? Lokmat Maharashtrian of the year 2024. I repeat, Lokmat Maharashtrian of the year 2024 award. Correct. During this ceremony, a special award was presented to Isha Ambani. Isha Ambani, who is the director of Mumbai-based Reliance Retail Ventures Limited, was honored with special award at the Lokmat Maharashtrian of the year 2024 ceremony that was held in Mumbai, and she was honored for her remarkable contributions in the field of business. Whereas Neeta Ambani, the mother of Isha Ambani, was also the recipient of the award in 2016. And this LMOTY, that is Lokmat Maharashtrian of the Year award, is presented by the leading Marathi newspaper Lokmat, and it honors individuals who made Maharashtra proud across India and globe. Next is appointments and resignation. ICAI has elected CA Ranjit Kumar Agarwal as the 72nd. Moving on to appointments and resignation. Recently, ICAI has elected their president and their vice president. Who is the president now? CA Ranjit Kumar Agarwal has been appointed as the 72nd president of ICAI. He will be and who is the vice president? CA Charanjot Singh Nanda. CA Charanjot Singh Nanda is the vice president of ICAI, and here remember, CA Ranjit Kumar Singh will succeed whom? He will be succeeding CA Aniket Sunil Talati, who served as the president of ICAI, and he was the 71st, whereas the 72nd president now is CA Ranjit Kumar Agarwal. Moving on to important days. National Women's Day observed on 13th of Feb, and it is to commemorate the birth anniversary of Sarojini Naidu, famously known as Nightingale of India or Bharat Kokila. Right? This is National Women's Day observed on 13th of Feb. Then this year in 2024 on 13th of Feb, it was 145th birth anniversary of Sarojini Naidu. Next is International Childhood Cancer Day observed on 15th of Feb, and it is to raise awareness about the childhood cancer and their unique challenges and to express support for the children and the adolescents battling cancer, the cancer survivors and their families. Then there is a theme, that is unveiling challenges. This is the theme for the International Childhood Cancer Day. And here remember, gold ribbon. Gold ribbon is the symbol, universal awareness symbol for the childhood cancer. Next is your state news. Here remember, Arunachal Pradesh became the first northeastern state to achieve 100% household tap water connection. So which is the first northeastern state of India that has achieved 100% household tap water connection? It is Arunachal Pradesh. Correct? And this tap water connections were provided under the centrally sponsored scheme of Jal Jeevan Mission. This Jal Jeevan mission was launched in 2019 by Ministry of Jal Shakti to provide safe and adequate drinking water through individual household tap connections to all the households in rural India by 2024. And Arunachal Pradesh, it became the first northeastern state to have 100% or all the houses in Arunachal Pradesh have tap water connection. So these are your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. We saw the second edition of India Energy Week that was held in Goa from 6th to 9th of Feb and saw some of the deals there were held. Then Dharmendra Pradhan, our Union Education Minister, launched 100 Cube initiative in IIT Bhubaneswar in order to set up 100 startups with a valuation of 100 crores by 100th Foundation Day of Odisha. Then Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying exempted the income tax for dairy cooperative societies. BR introduced Patna Declaration and it is to strengthen the bird conservation initiatives in the South Asian region. Ministry of New and Renewable Energy issued guidelines for the implementation of pilot project to use green hydrogen in the transport sector. Then State of the World Migratory Species Report released at the CMS COP14 that was held in Uzbekistan. IRDI issued draft regulations for Bima Sugam insurance e-marketplace. Federal Bank has launched Stellar Saving Account and MasterCard enabled Stellar Debit Card. Next, RBI and Nepal Rastra Bank, they signed a term of reference to integrate UPI and NPI for cross-border remittance. Bobcard and NPCI, they together launched the second corporate credit card on the RuPay network. Then Isha Ambani received special award at LMOTY 2024. ICAI selected CA Ranjit Kumar Agarwal as their 72nd president, whereas CA Charanjot Singh Nanda will be their vice president. National Women's Day on 13th of Feb, International Childhood Cancers Day on 15th of Feb, and Arunachal Pradesh became the first northeastern state to achieve 100% household tap water connection. So friends, these were your important current affairs for today. If you find the session interesting, do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Doing this will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run. Now let's move to some revision current affairs that will be beneficial for your learning. What is India's rank in the International Institute for Management Developments, that is IMD's 7th edition of the World Digital Competitiveness Ranking 2023 released in December? So its rank is 49th. I repeat, what is the rank of India in the IMD's 7th edition of the World Digital Competitiveness Ranking? So rank here is 49. Next question can be asked is, which is the country that secured the first position here? It is United States of America, and they have secured top position in 3 categories, correct? That is your knowledge, technology and future readiness, correct? So rank here of this IMD's 7th edition of World Digital Competitiveness Ranking, in this the rank of India is 79 and USA secured the top position. Next, name the country that recently became a member of the BESS Consortium, that is Battery Energy Storage Consortium, that is led by GLC of the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet. Which is it? It is our India. Correct? India became the member of BESS, that is Battery Energy Storage System. Also remember, a total of 11 countries including India have joined this BESS consortium during COP28. And under this BESS consortium, it is committed to achieve a combined commitment of 5 gigawatts of BESS, that is battery energy storage system, by the end of 2024. If we talk about this COP28, where was this held? It was held in Dubai, UAE. Next, which of the following personalities from India is not listed among the Forbes 2023 World's 100 Most Powerful Women published in December 2023? Among this, Neeta Ambani is not listed in the world's 100 most powerful women published in December. Correct? Rest all are marked here. If we talk about Roshni Nadar Malhotra, she was ranked 16. Soma Mandal, she was ranked 70. Kiran Majumdar Shaw, she was ranked 76. Right? Next. Yes, and Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am, our finance minister, is 36th on this list. 32nd on this list. Next, as per the World Malaria Report by World Health Organization in December, India constituted dash of the malaria cases in WHO Southeast Asian region. So, as per the World Malaria Report by WHO, India constituted 66% of the malaria cases in the WHO Southeast Asian region. Next, as per the Mercom Capital Group's lending global large scale solar photovoltaic developers report published in December, Dash is ranked as the world's second largest large scale solar photovoltaic developer. It is Adani Green Energy Limited, right? Adani Green Energy Limited. This is an Indian company and this is marked as the world's second largest solar photovoltaic developer, large scale solar photovoltaic developer. Correct? It was topped by whom? It was topped by Total Energies, right? This is a France based company with 41.3 gigawatt of solar in their portfolio projects. And for this Adani Green Energy Limited, it is 18.1 gigawatts of energy. Next, name the company that has recently entered into an agreement with Mozambique Ports and Railways to supply 10 diesel locomotives along with incidental services. Which is it? Which is that company? It is RITES Limited, right? They have recently entered into an agreement with Mozambique Ports and Railway to supply 10 diesel locomotives along with their incidental services. This contract is worth 314.1 crore rupees. If converted into dollar, $37.68 million. Next, according to the report, that is the 5th edition of the Asia and the Pacific Regional Overview of Food Security and Nutrition 2023 Statistics and Trend. This was released by United Nations arm FAO Food and Agriculture Organization in December. It stated that dash percent of the Indians were unable to afford a healthy diet in 2021. So according to this 5th edition of the Asia and the Pacific report released by UNFAO, it stated that almost 74.1% of the Indians, they were unable to afford a healthy diet in 2021. In 2020, this data was 76.2%. Next, as according to the Mercer's Quality of Living Ranking, Quality of Living City Ranking 2023, Dash city ranked 153rd and has topped among the Indian cities for the 6th time, whereas Vienna, Australia secured the top position for the Dash consecutive year. So Hyderabad, Telangana, right, it secured 153rd position globally and has topped among the Indian cities, whereas Vienna, Australia, it secured the first position globally, and this is for the 11th time they have secured the top position globally. So right option here becomes option 3. Next, in December, the Tax Inspectors Without Borders launched a program in St. Lucia to strengthen their tax administration. Which country was chosen as the partner administration? So remember, our India was chosen as the partner administration, right, by Tax Inspectors Without Borders because of their basically in order to strengthen the tax administration in St. Lucia, India was chosen as their partner administration. As a part of this program, India will be collaborating and helping to launch or to make the tax administration strengthen in St. Lucia country, right? Tax experts, 12 to 15 months program will be there, and experts, tax experts from India will be helping the experts in St. Lucia. Next, according to Migration and Development Brief 39, Leveraging Diaspora Finances for Private Capital Mobilization, released by World Bank in December, Dash country has topped the remittance chart with an estimate inward remittance flow of $125 billion in 2023. So, which country topped? It is our India that has topped the inward remittance flow of, and this was $125 billion, and it is also one of the highest remittance that we have received so far in our history. Correct? So take a note of this. This report was released by World Bank and it was about inward remittance flow, and it was $125 billion for 2023 for India. Next, name the disease that had recently recognized as the neglected tropical disease by the World Health Organization. Which is that? Name that disease. It is Noma. Noma has been declared as the neglected tropical disease by WHO. Next, which Indian company recently joined the World Economic Forum's Global Lighthouse Network as a factory lighthouse? Name that company. It is ACG Associated Capsules, right? They have recently joined the Global Lighthouse Network of the World Economic Forum as the factory lighthouse. Right? Take a note of this as their factory lighthouse. Right? Next, in December, UN declared the year 2024 as the International Year of the Dash. So UN declared year 2024 as the International Year of the Camelids. Correct? Take a note of this. And FAO is the lead agency for celebrating this year. Correct? And apart from this, remember, for the International Year of the Camelids, it is observed to raise awareness of the economic and the cultural significance of the camelids in protecting the ecosystem, right, assuring their food security and also promoting biodiversity. Next is name the organization that recently partnered with Ministry of External Affairs to launch project Pras. What does Pras stands for? Pras is your promoting regular and assisted migration for youth and skilled professionals. So question asked to you here is that which is the organization that has partnered with Ministry of External Affairs to launch this Prayas? Tell me. Which is that organization? It is IOM, that is International Organization for Migration. IOM, they have partnered with Ministry of External Affairs to launch project Prayas, and Prayas is your promoting regular and assisted migration for youth and skilled professionals. Next, in December, Bhutan's reigning king Jigme Khesar has Wangchuk has announced that the Gilifu Mindfulness City project covers 1000 square kilometer area in the Gilifu in Bhutan, which also borders the Indian state of Dash. So it borders this Gilifu project that is over 100 square kilometer in area, is also in borders with which state of India? So it is bordering Assam. It is on the border of Assam. Next, India's cooking coal import was 38.14 million tons during April to November period of fiscal year 24. So right option here becomes the cooking oil import for India was 38.14 million ton. And remember, Australia is the dominant supplier for India for this cooking coal. Next, in December, which country along with India has extended their protocol route and declared Savdargi in West Bengal as the new port of call? So, I repeat, which country along with India extended their protocol route and declared Safardigi in West Bengal as the new port of call? It is Bangladesh. Correct? Next, which country has recently announced their decision to withdraw from OPEC, that is Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, with immediate effect from January 2024? So which country has recently announced their decision to withdraw from OPEC? It is Republic of Angola, and this step was taken because they were not able to meet the quota decided by OPEC. Next, in which city 8th edition of the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium Conclave of Chiefs was held in December 2023. So remember, this 8th edition of the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium Conclave of Chiefs 2023 was held in Bangkok, Thailand, right? And this is the 8th edition of it. This is important, so take a note of this. Then remember, earlier from 2021 to 2023, it was with France, the chairmanship of it, and now it is with Bangladesh. Correct? From 2025 or 2023 to 2025, it is not with Bangladesh but by Bangkok, Thailand. Right? Till 2023 to 2025, it is with Bangkok, Thailand now. So friends, these were your important current affairs. Next is our homework section. First, recently the UP government collaborated with which institute to enhance disaster management? Second, the government has recently released guidelines for starting pilot programs to use green hydrogen in which of the following sectors? Third, what was the primary objective of the Cassini-Huygens mission recently in the news? Fourth, archaeologists recently discovered an 8th century Kotaravai sculpture in which state? Fifth, Atmostatrus Leptotilos. I repeat, Atmosostreptus leptotilos. This was recently in news. Belongs to which one of the following species? So these are your 5 homework question, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.